But yeah, as you see, this is later after the people are leaving and shit, and they're cleaning them out now, pushing them out.
They got the
And this
gas
is when
mask on. We know what
there's a
that
bunch of
means.
isolated, crazy shit
A lot of
happens.
isolated
There's
jumpings. I'm
definitely a
seeing.
lot
Look
of
at
beating
these
the shit
dudes
out of
getting their
people.
shit
Do you see?
kicked in.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is when the cops get their revenge. They're gonna start beating the shit out of people left and right. You'll see. They'll be like,
Yeah, spank them with that nightstick.
"You toxic." I'm talking mad shit in that vid, ain't it? Is that me talking?
Yeah, it's you.
So
That's my
how do
dude.
you feel? How do you feel as an American citizen? I know that you're in your mind.
I'm not an American
No,
citizen.
no, no.
I'm a
Listen to
patriot
me.
before all of that.
No,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
looking at it as entertainment. But how do you like? Do you,
No,
like?
I'm
Because
looking at it
I
as a
have
diversion
international
tactic.
friends, and I feel embarrassed. I genuinely
Bruh.
feel embarrassed.
You should feel embarrassed that we're starving out Yemen.
You should be embarrassed that fucking a guy with dementia and a segregationist and a VP that's a fucking cop is
A
going to
VP
be
that's a
president.
slave
That's
driver.
more embarrassing. Yeah, a fucking slave driver. They called her that in the one thing I was listening to. I was like, damn, you're not wrong.
Yeah. I'm embarrassed about a million things that this don't even register on my radar. Some I'm embarrassed about.
I think you should be more embarrassed about the police state and some of these videos that they've
Honestly,
of it than this.
As an American,
I'm more embarrassed about the War 1812, them burning the White House down, than I'm still about this. I'm still more embarrassed about that because, like I said, when I was reading the book, I'm just face palming. Like, what are y'all doing? Come on, you couldn't defend it. I'm still more embarrassed about that.
I see this as, I mean, the first step to right wingers going left.
This is.
Or they just going.
I don't know what it
we
is.
said it, Aaron. Eventually, you go so far right that you end up on the left again.
Maybe
Because you end up being anti-government. I don't know. I just like the fact that we can all collectively be like, yeah, the police are shit. At least that's
doo-doo heads.
Yeah. At least we have that as common ground. These people are still dumb because they're protesting the democracy with air quotations that they claim to love, but they're going against it. Especially since like the fucking thing where Trump called the guy in Georgia and be like, hey, make these votes appear. And the guy in Georgia was like, no. So you have blatant, in a blatant attempt of fraud and cheating, some that they claim Biden did, but they conveniently ignore. And now they're protesting that the election results didn't come out their way. But these are the same dudes that were like, oh, just wait, Trump's going to win, and then you're all going like idiots. How the tables have turned.
I think this was a realization for that point. This is a realization for a lot of these people that there's nobody coming to back them up except each other.
Yep.
So I think that's a realization for a lot of them.
It's a realization that the police state.
They're going to sleep on that and realize that when they wake up, they're going to realize how alone they are without grouping together. They're going to everybody there will realize that.
Yeah, but remember, a lot of the time they were like the police are on our side. Law and order's on our side. They just gotten proved to them, firsthand. Hand in baton, hand to tear gas,
and boot
that 12 ain't on their side. They never were.
No, they hate that.
I want them to see this, and I know they won't. That see, like, they're doing the same shit they said they was against. That's all I want to see, because that's what I heard today. All those fucking weird ass white dudes at my job was like, oh, you see, this is what it's all about, and I'm like, bruh. Because in the black tech, he was like, this is the same shit Black Lives Matter was doing. Said Black Lives Matter actually stood for something. What are y'all standing for?
They stand for a guy.
They stand for Trump.
Yeah. The great policies of Donald and the other policy of Trump.
Hey, did that wall ever get built?
It's actually, if you go to the 44 and 45 minute mark or a little bit before, it was a wall of cops, though. Yeah, it got built. It's just not what these assholes expected. They got their wall. They beat the shit out of them using that wall. You fucking, man, these people.
What do you think about it, Storm? What do you think about it besides being embarrassed?
Disgust. I think that it's become now like it's all about disinformation. These people do seriously feel disenfranchised that the election was stolen, and they're convinced that their man didn't win.
No, they're convinced their man did win.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I still root for anarchy, so I would like a runoff. I think we should do it again. They were saying like in the 6 states they should do it again. I was like, I'm down. I'll go vote for Jesse.
Yeah, let me, I'm all for protest. I think they did a great thing. They just did it for a very dumb reason. They could they weren't protesting against corruption. They wanted more of it. They're mad that there wasn't more corruption.
I don't know. There's more shit sprinkled out through the vid. I can't find it. It's quick little incidents, but a couple things happened in there.
I gotta see some of these interviews. I just want to see one guy be like, I can't believe the cops turned their backs on us after we supported them through thick and thin. Oh, I want to see that. Someone out there has to have said it. Did you think they tried to pull that? My tax dollars pay you.
No, they didn't. I didn't hear that one. Like I said, they blamed Antifa and communists a bunch.
Not the Marxists. They love throwing shade at Marxists.
Once, no, it was usually communists. These people are a lot dumber. They don't even know the difference between Marxism and communism, or even know there's a difference in words. They don't know the difference. They didn't know those two different things. But it was funny hearing them blame it. Fucking Antifa, you helping Antifa. People are making the joke.
This is extremely retarded, though. I'm pretty sure, this is what it looked like when Lincoln said, you know what? You guys can't keep your slaves anymore. This is probably what it looked like.
Oh.
No more slaves.
Well, they threatened to secede from the nation, like, for a long time. Like, it was...
Should have let them.
And they were hinting at freeing slaves prior to Lincoln. Lincoln was the only one that had the balls to do it. Like there were other presidents that they were flirting with the idea. They knew it was coming, and the South was holding on to holding their guns and saying, if it happens,
clutching their pearls.
Yeah, it's just
Clutching
nature of what was happening in the times. And the Reconstruction, we're still living in the same era. The South has never recovered.
Bro, you wasn't here when I was talking to Aaron and Zach when I was like, I'm still dealing with the same problems my grandma was dealing with.
Yep. The nation has never healed from the Civil War.
The nation's never healed from dumbasses.
Oh, they also realize they're dinosaurs and their bad ideas are dying too. Because the more internet and everything comes along, the less that shit is acceptable.
Yeah, that's why whenever you record a Karen being racist, she was like, "It's illegal to record me."
Yeah, they know they're the minority in that situation, in racism. Yeah. It's apparent in a lot, and that's why they're so angry there. They got nothing left. They know it. They got nothing.
Trump
that's why they were
guy.
talking all that shit. They were talking all that shit while they were there or while they were being escorted out. Like they're still talking shit because that's all they got is talk. That's it. And they got exposed today.
Can we blame them for another COVID, surge now?
Oh, I was making those in the vid that didn't have audio. I did that. It's like, oh, they're having a COVID party. And then I was like, if you look to see who has masks and who doesn't, it was like maybe like 30-40% had masks for Trump supporters. That was a bit interesting.
I think they're all the hoopla about COVID and these fucks keep spreading it.
There's a bunch of shit that wasn't in those vids. Somebody got killed while they were there. So
I did hear about that. There was a fatality.
Okay, I think what happened is people, either cops were coming up the stairs or they were in a building or in a door. Not cops. Somebody with a gun. Whether it was Secret Service or cops, one of them. And somehow, I think they said glass got shattered, cops got spooked, thought it was a gunshot, and they shot her, and she died on the scene.
Well,
from what I understand, that's what happened.
Cops felt threatening and fired on an unarmed person?
Somebody did. I think, and from the one camera angle, you can see the windows busted, so I think somebody said that theory, and that's what it seems like happened.
Hey,
but, I wasn't there.
Hey, cops have shot dudes full of.
Yeah. Somebody did die too in their siege. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm on
So
some
am I.
shit.
I gotta check. I gotta go look at some of this shit.
Dude, go to my shit. I was flexing. Apparently, Israel airstrikes rock Damascus at moment. All eyes are on U.S. Capitol. They attacked Syria.
Bruh, DeAndre. I love DeAndre Hopkins. He tweeted, "Look at these thugs." I love DeAndre
Whoa.
Hopkins.
Sucks.
He's such a
Oh
goat.
my god.
They were saying in this one picture where they stole something from Nancy Pelosi's desk or something, or plaque, where it says Speaker of the House Nancy, and they're holding it up. And this was trending on Twitter. This guy has a hoodie on that says Camp Auschwitz. So there's the Nazis are there too in the,
Yeah, so
in
Storm
the
was
U.S.
saying.
government. Yeah, the Nazi. There was a bunch of Nazis and super far right wingers.
Hey,
Those guys, remember, those guys showed up. Boogs, no. Second Amendment told it, no.
the Nazis,
Fucking
though?
dumbass. So yeah, Nazis. Yeah, they were there. I retweeted. Did you see at the Piston Bucks game? They took a knee to start the game. I wasn't a big fan of them playing these games, but I did like that they took that knee there at the start. That was dope. And Giannis did it too. Or got the tip. I retweeted one of the vids of the cops pushing protesters down and beating the shit out of them. A little bit in this clip. Oh, they throwing shit. Yeah, they manhandling they dumbasses. They got exposed. There's a cat there's a picture of a cat playing with a watermelon, then eating a watermelon, and then becoming the shape and size of a watermelon. And I really like that meme. This Vermin Supreme, you remember that guy, the guy that runs for president every year, every time? That goofy dude? No? With the weird beard? Vermin Supreme, you don't know?
No.
He said today is a compelling case for repealing the Patriot Act since it's clearly useless.
Yeah, all
That
those
was a
domestic
funny
terrorists. This is a domestic attack on our nation's capital. And these we don't, they don't negotiate with terrorists. So I heard.
They said there was some big pro-Israel
I thought
dudes
they were
there here and there.
protesting.
They were rioting.
Yeah, rioting.
They were doing everything.
The same way they was dogging Black Lives Matter. I'm finna dog them.
So this one guy tweeted, they said, okay, guys, next time we revolution, just tell the cops we are right-wingers, easy peasy. And this other guy
They'll
tweeted,
let you right in.
bro, why haven't I thought of this? And I said, tell them,
my
quote,
fucking god.
we're the socialists like Germany type, wink, wink. And I said, we're the communists like Stalin. If you like beating down working class people, you can keep it. Maybe that'll work with the cops. No? Yeah. It was funny seeing a lot of the people on Twitter bitching about how much shit they were allowed to do without getting gassed and shit and everything.
Without getting fucking shot.
Oh my god, there's 2 kitties.
Somebody else said CIA in crisis upon learning there's a coup they're not involved in. Yeah, there's that. I like that.
They didn't prepare for this kind of coup d'etat.
Judah Freelander tweeted out the Law and Order president. That was funny. Richard Medhurst tweeted, look, I think it's time for Iraq and a coalition of the willing to liberate the U.S. and bring some peace and stability to the region. This other one was a meme of the... this is a fucking crazy meme. They got the one NPC meme, and it's a cop with a riot shield and says, we gonna burn this country to the ground. And then in the other one, it's an NPC meme with a gun hesitant, or with a gun, and it says time to die, and it's a blonde hair MAGA chick saying I want a fair election. Because that one, it's a real fucked up meme because that one chick died.
Oh my
It's real
fucking
fucked up.
god.
Hell yeah.